DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up,
and off we go from Tampa. They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
The Buccaneers at 12-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it? Kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bird.
And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Clancy. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. What a great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Sheds off the tackle.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cameron. And that is incomplete.
3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Barr.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Clancy. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Cameron. And it's off the mark, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cameron. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, Cameron, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cameron. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Looking to throw. Clancy. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Carr. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play. Let's go.
Have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Operating from the gun, Cameron. His throw incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, it was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing to start the drive, Clancy. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Off play action, Clancy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Clancy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. At the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Clancy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Clancy. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Off play action, Clancy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. Barr. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Completes it to Douglas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cameron. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Cameron. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cameron.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Off the play fake. Clancy. He finds his man complete. That's Bird. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll run on 1st down. Barr. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clancy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Clancy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bird. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Now the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way down to the 29.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cameron. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 3rd down, Cameron. That is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clancy. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Off play action. Clancy. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Up the middle they go. Barr. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd and 4.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
18,
Looking to throw. Cameron. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, Barr. And he'll get get this down only to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Off the play fake, Clancy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Off play action. Cameron
looking deep here for Chase. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Barr. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for a triple option, you've actually called that play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Barr
taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barr. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Barr. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. For the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on second down, Cameron, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Cameron. He finds his man complete. That's Harris.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here we go, Shaq.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Back to throw. Clancy.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. A Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Clancy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get.